All right. Um, Welcome back to day 2 of my hardware test slash let's play of Lies of P. I have been very busy because I have run into a bajillion issues trying to get Lies of P to format properly, save properly, uh, show up in HDR properly, and then trim it so it fits the YouTube file size, and then uploading it to YouTube in a way that meets not only 4K standards, but stringently HDR standards. Now, today's Thursday, and I think I was last recording this like Sunday of this past week. And it's not like I've stopped working on it, but I literally have spent every single night just managing this, and it's been insane. This is an insane process to try to get. 4K is not the problem, but to try to get HDR content, 10-bit, whatever, onto YouTube is literally, literally insane. And I'm going to walk you through a little bit of that process. Just to show you guys what I had to go through, let me make myself tiny. Oh, the quick updates. I made my camera more square because in the last video I was kind of like there's just a bunch of blank space and it was cutting off the gameplay unnecessarily. Um, I wanted to do a green screen, but my wall is white, so I tried. I mean, I can show you guys really quickly. Let me let me just go into the filters, add new filter, chroma key, okay, and I do custom color. Maybe I can, here, I'll show you this so I can, here you go. So I can select a color, I can select my wall here, and if I press OK, it cuts out my wall, but it's like not good. So, yeah, so needless to say, I'm not gonna do that. That's beyond my pay grade. The application I'm using to record on my phone does actually have the capability to green screen, but since I'm using an AMD graphics card, it's just not allowed. So whatever. Um, let me go through the basics. So I recorded in 10-bit HDR the gameplay last time, and the I'll show you the settings. Um, it might be a little small, so I'll try to read everything. But basically, these are the recording settings I used. I used MKV, and when I started this, I had very, very limited knowledge on this. But I ended up being forced to do MKV, HEVC for recording, and then importantly, I used CQ level 14, which is near lossless. And doing that in 4K in 10-bit is insane as far as storage wise. 14, I can make the number higher and get like more compressed video, but I really wanted it to be HDR. Like that's what I really want to do. So let me make myself a little bit smaller here again. I'll minimize OBS. OBS has been fine. I actually really like it. But let me show you just here, I'll start this and we can let this go. But basically, this is it's running through my directory, and it's gonna, once it finishes loading, it's gonna show me a nice pretty map of everything in my computer. And this is just the program I use. It's called WinterStat to manage that. And what I'm trying to show you here is that the total file size that I ended up doing, and like I mentioned last video or yesterday or Sunday, it was a 4 terabyte drive. When I started recording, I had maybe just like maybe 3/4 of a terabyte filled up. So it was all empty space. And you'll see in just a second just how large it got. And hopefully it'll load. Basically, it ended up being like 764 gigabytes. So that's 3/4 of a terabyte. Just the video by itself, which is huge, absolutely humongous. And most sane people don't have stacks of terabytes on their computer. So I understood that was large, and I accepted the risks that came with that. And that honestly wasn't even the problem. And I'll get into this in just a second, but the main problems were that I'm trying to preserve HDR because the game runs in HDR. Okay, here it is. Here's the map of my hard drive. Make sure this is still visible. Yeah, it's visible for you guys. Basically, all these blue right here are the MP4s. I was recording in MKV, but I used OBS to transfer them all to MP4s because I thought YouTube liked it better, and I think DaVinci Resolve liked it better as well. The rest of this is just like games I have, like this Baldur's Gate, blah blah blah. Anyways, that was the size of it. So it just gives you a little comparison. And I'll show you the free space. Because right before this I started recording, I deleted everything. This is the remainder of the space I have. So in theory, I can spend another 3.5 hours recording and get a block this same size. Yes. Okay, that's about it for that. Let me go into how actually YouTube. So this is my channel. It's pretty modest. I have literally every video listed as private. And I've never done this before. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger so if you're on your phone or something you can see. But basically, I uploaded part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And if I kept the schedule the same, I had them scheduled. If I kept the schedule the same, they would have premiered tonight at midnight. The problem is, like, let's just click on this first one here. The problem is I uploaded this in 4K following YouTube's HDR guide, and in this guide they talk about the upload requirements. Yes, I'm Ultra HD 4K. I'm at 60 FPS, 10 bits. I had to learn all about color primaries and color matrices, and it was awful. And it is in PQ, and the video rate, it doesn't. I'm in H.265. That's what I initially did it in. But anyways, it's now in MP4. And in H.265. I didn't use any of those. And as far as metadata goes, I had to figure out how to get the metadata to make sure my file was proper. So to do that, also this thumbnail is just a AI generated one I put in as a placeholder. I'm probably going to replace that, so please don't worry about that. Anyways, this application I found, it was highly recommended online. It's called what is this called? Media Info? Yeah, okay, this is called Media Info. And basically what I do here, let me just open up a file. Let's say I wanted to look at the first episode here. It would pull up the stats on, yeah, okay. It would pull up the stats on this, and it would go through and tell me what the metadata is. And so, like for example, and I'm not going to go too in detail, but basically it matches the HDR requirements on the Google's website. So it's BT 2020, it's PQ, it's P3. It's got even this ST 2086 HDR10 compatible and main 10 in HEVC. So anyways, it is supposed to, unless I'm just missing something, it's supposed to be just fine. So anyways, that's what I use to determine that, and it's supposed to be correct. Another major problem I ran into was the file length. So it was just trying to upload it in general. All four of these were total, like I said, like 3/4 of a terabyte. And so Google, like I'll just show you, Google, when you upload something, it has to be within the 256 gigabyte limit. So I had a simple request, and you'll see it. If you're watching this video, this means I have been successful. And you'll see it. I just had to simply chop them up into little bitty, less than 1 hour segments. And to do that, every single application I used, I went through Google Photos, I went through DaVinci Resolve, I went through um, this ridiculous program that I got. Let me see if I can pull it up, called Avid Media Composer. Um, it's fine, but it's like literally built for professionals. And as you can see, I'm still trying to do the setup because I just gave up because it was way out of my pay grade. I'm literally just doing this to test my hardware. I don't want to spend a week learning how to use one program that I don't need. So I gave up on that, and I kept looking, and the actual what the programs that HDR or that YouTube recommends is Final Cut Pro, Adobe After Effects, Adobe Premiere Pro, and DaVinci Resolve. So just going through them, I could not use the free version of DaVinci Resolve. As you can see, the paid version is $295. The unpaid version works great. The problem is you get to the very last step, and remember, I'm just trying to shorten my video. You get to the very last step, and it intentionally excludes the main 10 option in the free version. Which if I didn't select that, that would force my and let me just go back to the video. I recorded in main 10. It's already in main 10, and if I processed it and just chopped it up in DaVinci Resolve, then it would have forced it to just go down to main, which is disgusting. As far as it just utterly destroyed my workflow. And I couldn't do anything. So I tried a bunch of other stuff. What I ended up finally landing on, let me see if I can find it, is this program, which is absolutely fantastic. Let me clear my desktop so it's a little bit better, easier to see. Where did it go? So this one is called. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of that. This one's called Avid Avid. I don't know how to say it. Avid Emux, whatever it is, and it's fantastic. Essentially, what and why this saved me was that I can open up any video file, MP4, MKV, whatever. I can open up any file in it, and it'll load the whole file. It doesn't take too long, and with that, I can take it and I can just chop it up. This is like a condensed video editor, and what it does is it preserves not only it doesn't compress it, well, as far as I can tell, it hasn't compressed it at all, and you can select the format. So if I wanted to change it from MKV to MP4, I can do that. If I wanted to keep it the same, then I can do that as well, which is perfect for me. So yeah, this copy feature, video output copy, audio output copy, is what saved me. And I'll show you when it loads, but it's super nice. This saved me from having to pay, and I pulled up the prices. Oops. I pulled up the prices here. This one. Like that one's 300. This one would be 20. And then I didn't even look up the rest. I don't even think my computer can handle either of these, but regardless, that's the problem I was running into. It was super frustrating. So I've done all that. In our storyline, I've found this program, I've chopped it up, and now we have shortened video, which great. Go me! It took me until Tuesday to do that. And so Tuesday, I finally had the videos, and I was like, okay, let me upload. Oh, there's 27. No, wait. Oh, it finished uploading on the 27th. Oh, that's another point. This takes like a day to upload 4K. But that's dependent on internet speed, and it's a little bit different. What I'm trying to show you here is that I uploaded most of these pretty quickly. And as you do it, and this doesn't really matter, but basically what YouTube does, it takes a perfect copy, it gets that from you, and then it transforms that copy into standard definition and that's pretty easy, that's almost instant. And then it processes the data, and this is a 250 or 40 gigabyte thing, so it processes it into HD, and then it processes it into 4K. So when you go to YouTube and you click on, and you just search any, let me just do 4K video. When you go to any, yeah, so say we want to watch Flying Over Portugal, all these settings are steps that YouTube had to remux my file into, and it did it, and that wasn't the problem. Now, what I want to show you, what I want to illustrate here is that this that's a bad example. Let me show you a better one. Well, let me. 4K 60. Okay, let's see here. I'm just going to stats for nerd here. Okay, here we go. So, and I'm probably going to end up titling this series this, but basically every game, all the gameplay that's listed online is listed under BT709, and that is not HDR. What you want is, if I go back to here, is I think it's BT. Okay, here we go. BT 2020, and that's what I'm doing currently. The only footage, or sorry, let me just go to HDR footage. Okay, this one was made in AV, or it's streaming to me in AV, but essentially that is what it's loaded in, and you can tell something is HDR if you're on an HDR compatible screen. You can see the HDR button here, and all of these will list HDR. If you're not on an HDR compatible screen, then you won't see the HDR options at all. Most like OLED screens have it, so like most TVs and most smartphones, modern smartphones have it. Usually monitors don't have it. Mine does, but usually it doesn't. It's a very expensive thing. And I don't want to get too deep in that, but basically, it looks fantastic. It really does. It pops. It looks gorgeous. I'm not LG, so I'm not going to have footage this good, but I'm a simple man. I want to play games on my nice computer, and I don't want my nice experience to be watered down because, and I'll show you what it looks like. And as you can see, it's in 4K, but the problem is it's just washed out. You can see my face. It's gray. It doesn't have a lookup table for the SDR, because this is SDR. It's not HDR. And that's just a verbiage, standard definition, I think, and then high definition. Those are the
Since I just
differences.
moved, my
So
outdoors
anyways,
have been
this is what it
having
currently looks
a lot,
like,
and that's probably
which is awful because what it did is it transformed my BT 2020 into BT 709, and I'm upset. I'm really upset, and it's just not fixing itself. And so I've been searching for days and days on how to fix this. And some of the solutions I'm trying to do was to do some test videos, because apparently what happens is you upload something, and after 1 to 10 days, it maybe, if it's correct, an HDR symbol will appear. That's what my understanding is. And I've tested it in MP4 and um, MKV, and none of them have got the symbol yet. I think that's how it works, and it's really frustrating because unlike this like nice 4K button, because this was flashing and it said like 4K almost complete or 4K 25% complete or whatever. It doesn't do that for HDR, and it's really annoying. So, anyways, those are frustrating things about it. If these don't eventually fix themselves, I'm going to delete them and then re-upload them. And I'm going to try to really fix the issue. There's something called FFmpeg, which is basically something you can use to force the correct metadata into a program. I'm going to try to do that. If YouTube doesn't recognize it, and I honestly don't know if that's going to work, and I don't want to get into that because that's like a bunch of command line stuff. But anyways, that's the problem. Um, those are the issues I've been having. It's now Thursday at midnight, and I'm tired of dealing with this issue, and so I was getting bothered, and I was like, whatever. I can just delete a lot of the duplicates on my hard drive, and we can just record another day's footage, and we can move on. And there you have it. I've spent 22 minutes of my fifth episode of um, Lies of P gameplay explaining the ins and outs of uploading an HDR video, period, just a video, to YouTube, and why it sucks and why it's awful. And if I do succeed and you're watching this video, that means I'm an amazing person and am just a super genius, or I have gotten lucky and my content here has been auto flagged as HDR and I didn't have to do anything. So we'll see. I'm excited for that prospect either way. I did also realize that, and I didn't think about this for streamers, but I'm gonna have to figure out like actually interesting names probably. And unlike the first day, I could just reset. I could just restart my game if I did poorly, and I did like a few times. But I can't do that now. So that's why I'm recording this in one like sort of like shotgun take at you guys, just explaining my trials and tribulations, and I'm just going to run straight into the gameplay. And I understand that's not like nicely presented and whatever, but uh, I've got to get used to doing it in one shot. So yeah, here I go. I guess I'll launch Liza P. Um, and we should be good to go. I'm going to switch over. I figured out scenes. So here's my Liza P scene, my gaming scene in OBS. So I'm going to pretend like nothing changed. If this doesn't work, then I'll just delete the cropping I did. It's actually pretty easy to delete, but um, yeah, that's basically it. I'm excited. I've really been wanting to play this game, and I haven't been able to because I've been dealing with stupid HDR issues that I hate dealing with. And I've asked friends, ugh, whatever. And I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. So, and I completely understand why every other YouTube streamer not only does not 4K, but doesn't even attempt to do HDR because it's just a nightmare and it slows down your process indefinitely, apparently. Um, Yep. So here we go. I'm going back today. This is episode 5 of Lies of P. I don't really remember where we were. Oh, that's right. We just beat the boss. Okay, let me make sure I'm fit properly. Let me scoot myself down. All right. Fantastic. We probably just leveled up. This is a problem. I've spent so much time figuring out technical issues that I've forgotten how to play the game. Oh, I probably got the key, didn't I? I bet you I got the key to go to over here. Let's find out. I just feel like I ranted my heart out for 30 minutes on a stupid technical issue, which I guess I did, but okay, I don't think this is the right call. Unless the... Oh, okay, it is. The Stargaze is right there. Yeah, it just upsets me to no end that this beautiful game cannot be accurately reproduced online. I could go to Vimeo, and maybe I will go to Vimeo, because apparently they also support HDR. Oh, I didn't even do my thing! Hold on, this is important. Today, I'm being joined by Nixie, same as last time. This time it's lime and ginger flavored. So, that'll be good. And since it's my first take, I don't have a bunch of empty cans. So it's pretty good, actually. If I were smart, I would switch scenes, but I'm not good at it yet. Let me just match the... Yeah, there we go. Alright. And it's also not like 3 in the morning, so I'm not super sleepy either. So I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to this gameplay, and I have been refraining from watching other people play this game to not spoil myself. I do not need to do this. I should just teleport. I'm honestly impressed. I don't know how... Oops. I don't know how everyday streamers can manage all of this every single day. Like, they must have an entire army of people doing the editing. I don't know how they deliver a terabyte of data for one video. Like, if I were to try to think, like, okay, let me try to imagine myself in Critical or Lobos's or anybody's like shoes, like how would I figure that out? Like, and because I wouldn't want to compromise on quality. Okay, faded whistle. But I understand why they would. Like at this rate, I might as well just start going to 1080p and SDR and not ever worry about it. And I understand, yes, that what makes interesting content is that, you know, the actual content itself is interesting, and the technical specs on like how things are looking and how things are uploaded are not, you know, that critical. So I'm not overlooking that, but I think if you have good content and also are able to manage the hardware specs behind the highest standards, then it will bolster it, basically. And I think there's a real...
Vanini works. Everything you see here belongs to Vanini, the classiest playboy and most brilliant inventor in Krat. Just ask him. Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram in Krat is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy. What kind of person is he? I wish we could find him. That is, if he's still kicking.
Alright. Forgot what I was saying, but Oh, yeah. I think there's a huge market opportunity just for gaming in general for, I mean, 4K, I mean, that's becoming more and more common, but for sure HDR, because a lot of games support HDR, and there's nobody uploading 4K Liza P HDR gameplay besides the people who are recording on a PS5. And I'm not dissing the PS5, but like, it's not like a game, it's not top of the line. It's mass produced gaming hardware, which at most gets 60. Is it a smooth 60? I don't know. And is it at max settings? Probably not, but I have no idea. So anyways, that's the whole point of me testing my hardware right now, is just to see if I can fill that niche and to see if I can successfully upload HDR content to YouTube without compromising on too much. And okay, I'd like to also state here, I have not gotten this far before. And I've only ever beaten the demo once, twice with our last gameplay. What is that? Oh, all right, you're dead. And so we've reached the limit of my expertise. So if you came for that, then I'm sorry. I'm not going to be as knowledgeable, but I'm still really enjoying the game, so I'm going to keep going, and hopefully we can figure things out. Okay. Overheat. That's a new status. Alright, I don't like this guy. No, I do like this guy, actually. He's pretty easy. Oh, he got a weapon. Oh, what a bummer. I like this guy because he didn't have a weapon. I think he just got hit. Alright, do something. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's good damage at least. Ugh. I've literally forgotten all the combos and everything. Okay, bud. Alright, I suck. Well, we do have an extra cell now, which is fantastic. Nice. Hidden Moonstone. Fantastic, because we are out of those. Oh, that's right, I have to heal up. Okay. There's no traps here. I do like these tight alleys. It's kind of a interesting design. Definitely unique. I'm also coming from Elden Ring, where everything's like really big and it's blocky and not as condensed. Okay. Oh, I can't get back. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. You guys can hear the game, right? Yeah, okay, you can. Let me also move my microphone audio to overlay over the game volume. I don't know if that... I didn't really see that as an issue last time, but I don't want it to become an issue. It seems like a logical thing to do. If you've made it this far, thank you for sticking with me and watching my awful recording of gameplay. It's my first time. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't like the process that much because it's so not clearly laid out. But I don't have an editing background, so perhaps some of these issues that I'm running into. Oh, so overheat does. Oh, okay, so that's damage over time. That's actually very strong. I am probably going to keep this puppet string so that I can continue to kill these long range guys. Yeah, I haven't even made it through this first area and I'm already out of heals. Rip. It does make me feel happy that at least I think I'm doing something unique and recording something that isn't already on YouTube coming from a PC. So I don't really care if anybody watches it. Like I said, I don't really like people that much anyways.
Another fine day in the city of Krat, but I wonder, my friend, just where you've been? Oh. Congratulations! You've been selected from this cast of a little for an exclusive, obtrusive, intrusive transmittal. For me, Arlecchino, the king of all riddles.
Arlecchino.
You know what I'm called, and why I called you, and I want to know your name, but not till we're through. For as soon as I learn that's one riddle burned, and I do love a mystery, don't you?
No.
Now, only the living solve riddles, as everyone knows. That's a must. When your city is so full of puppets, it seems are about fit to bust. It's time for the riddle. No more waiting. We thank you for participating. By morning, it walks on feet numbering 4. At midday, just 2. No less and no more. It walks on 3 feet when the evening arrives. And if you solve this, then I'll know you're alive.
Oh, I think that was the hint. A human for sure.
Correct. Fantastic insights, caller. But not everything has to rhyme, you know. I'm not a caricature. I'm the king of riddles. That said, how do we know you didn't just get lucky? Even a stop clock is right twice a day, and even a puppet can be accidentally correct just by random chance. Still, a promise is a promise. Arlecchino, tell him what he'll get.
So Arlecchino's a different person?
Caller, your correct answer has earned you.
Oh, he's talking to himself. Oh, he's talking in third person.
Keys and doors, the subjects of puzzles and riddles galore. My next riddle won't be so simple to crack. Arlecchino's the king. Not some riddling cheap jack.
I think he mentioned something about some sort of key. Yeah, Trinity key. Okay. Cool. Arlecchino. I hope he's a good guy. We'll see. Oh, this guy's fast. Oh, I hate that overheat. Please take me back to electricity. Okay. Alright. Oh, their weapons have overheat? No way, bro. Whatever, I should have healed. That was my fault. I feel very rusty. Alright, whatever. Now we know what we're doing. We can go kill. Oh, thank you, game. Okay. Overheat occurs when fire damage builds up. Both you, your character, and the monsters will take increased fire damage and receive continuous fire damage. In addition, monsters will experience slower natural... Oh, monsters will experience, so we can use it as well. Slower natural HP recovery. Your character's guard regain recovery amount will decrease. The higher your fire resistance, the slower the overheat gauge's charge speed. So is there like maybe I'm maxing out and it's just burning me immediately, or I just don't understand it. Oh, I see. So I can. Okay. So it's basically. Poison's a terrible word, but burn, I guess, is a better word. Okay, well, cool. That's a cool feature. I'm excited. I would love to use a weapon that has overheat. Right now I can kill with confidence because I know what to expect. I can get more money. But I really don't want to die to big guy. So I guess the theme here is that they're supposed to be like factory workers. I'm not super sure though. Alright, come here, big man. Oh, he can still hit me? Bro. That's crazy. I should probably learn that block mechanic so I could regen health. Alright, let me try. Apparently I'm supposed to get health back. Or something. But that didn't really heal me at all. It didn't give me like... I don't understand. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay, so right now it's built up. It's not like... Okay, so when it's red, it's on fire. Or I'm on fire. Oof. I'm hoping it's a perk that I can... Oh, what did I... Oh, what did I get? I got perks, that's right. I get like double dash or something? Let me see. Dash, dash. There's roll, I guess. Is that what it is? I got something else too. Can't remember. Oh, triple... Bro. I'm so glad I have stamina. It makes this fight so much easier. Oh, thank you. Oh, I can farm him for moonstones. Oh, okay. So moonstones are not that valuable. Good. Is there another guy here? Don't really remember. Whatever. Oh, she can attack too. She's fast. Unfortunately, while I was scouring the internet looking for HD content or HDR content on YouTube for Liza P, I saw, and I regret it, I saw somebody using like a dexterity weapon. And so now I'm like, okay, that actually seems a little viable because they hit like crazy fast. Okay, I just suck. That's the second time I've tried to like dodge and weave these guys, and it does not work. It's better to just dodge normally. Yeah, I think this puppet string is insane. It makes like this whole ambush not a threat. Okay, so we're entering the factory. Did I go this way? I think I did last time. Let me just double check it. Yeah, this is the telephone, that's right. Alright. Oh, it's a Stargazer. Nice, I can level up. I do wish I could go back, or I didn't have to go back chain every time to level up. It's just cumbersome. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me just go level up. No, I could probably fight that guy. I can fight that guy well. Also, I decided that my use of... Whoa, whoa, tanky, they're tanky. They're slow. I wonder how much damage they do. Oh, that's insane. Oh, at least they stun. What are these guys? Oh, nice. Alright, bud. And I've decided, after reviewing my previous gameplay, that my usage of the dude in the last boss fight was really weak of me. And how could I ever expect to be a good player who has people following me and watching me for my content if I just weekly summon help for every boss fight? Okay. I say that and I'm also dying. But my point is, it just cheapens the game, and it's probably going to be more worthwhile in the long run if I don't do that again, or at the very least, very rarely do that. So like if I'm just like stuck, maybe. But I don't know. It just seems I just don't need it. I'm just impatient and lazy, and I don't play with an audience, so nobody's normally watching me. So yeah. I know I don't have to justify it. If I wanted to make it easier for myself, I can, but I don't know. If I'm going through all this work making the quality good and the gameplay is too easy, then you know, it's a mute point. Nice. Nice. Star fragment. That's what we use for the. Oh, that's what we use for the organ upgrades, I believe. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. We got a baller. Alright, let me go rest. Whoa, look at my shot. Look at my reflections. That's sick. Good game, good game. Electric Blitz is effective for subduing puppets. Get out if you are not a stalker. Okay. Alright, let me go level up. Did I get more weapons? No, I did not. Now, I did have an opportunity to, because for the first day or two, I was just trying to figure out how to cut this footage. So I do have the opportunity to just stop recording every hour on the hour, but I personally don't like doing that because I'm lazy.
My power to help you.
And now that I do have my fancy tool, I do not need to do that. Wow, these upgrades are expensive. 2,000, bro. That's crazy. Let me use all my. Oops. Did I get any? The key obtained from the King of Riddles quiz. This key is probably unlocks something. The Sacred Triangle is. Rumor has it this organization is Krat's true master. Okay. Maybe it's the Stalkers? Data whistle. Can I use this? Oh, it's a recollection. Oh, wow. I guess I'll try to figure out when to use that. Oh, I can't use that one. Okay. Alright. Cool. Oh, that wasn't even enough to... Let me sell some stuff.
Welcome to Hotel Krat. My name is Polendina, butler to Lady Antonia. Please let me know how I may be of service.
I wonder why
At
this
Hotel
puppet didn't get
Krat,
affected.
comfort and calm walk hand in hand. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
No, I need to sell. Oh, it's a throwing object. I see. So I need like 150. I guess I'll just sell these. Probably should not sell my weapons. Could sell the moonstones because I could farm those pretty easy. I'm gonna sell all this cogs. I don't need them.
I'll use my power to help you.
Nice. Oh, okay, I didn't even need to sell my cogs. Oops. Oh, I forgot. What do we update? What do we upgrade our arm with? Let me see. Do we update? Maybe we upgrade it over here.
You're going to the factory to save Mr. Vanini, right? He's the richest man in Krat. A little eccentric, maybe, but a good person. I heard he went to shut the factory down. I hope he's safe. I wouldn't want to lose my best customer. I know my way around a weapon. Want me to look at something?
Yes. Okay, so I don't know where to upgrade my arm. I didn't miss anything, did I? Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Unless upgrading it's like missions. Oh, these are like abilities? Oh. What if they stack, or it's just like, if it's just one of them? They must stack, because this one's not a full ability. Cool. Alright. Alright, sounds good. Let me just get back to the action. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I'll go blow somebody's whistle. Where was the whistle? I'm gonna have to do this thing. Oh my god, bro. The whole time it was at that kid. I do not remember where that kid was. Oh. No. Oh no. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's go try to find the kid. I hate these enemies, and I'm trying not to use my thing in case I need it later. Okay. Alright, where are you, little boy? Alright, maybe I should just lock on like a sensible adult. It's definitely not over here.